Hello everybody, this is Betsy from Ideas Times 2, and I have a flip through for you today. This journal set is for sale in our Etsy shop, and I'll leave the link for that down below. And you may wonder, why do we have flip throughs? It's a couple of reasons, really. One is for inspiration. Maybe this will inspire you to use some of my ideas, or maybe the papers, you're in love with the papers, and so those types of things, they're good for that. And they're also good for, if you are interested in buying this, you can see what exactly it is. So that's the reason why we do flip throughs. And this one is a 3 journal set, as I said, and the link is down below. So let's start with the first thing here. This is an altered composition book. So I did cut it down. Here's a regular composition book, and as you can see, it is smaller. I made it a 6x9, which is a great size, kind of the usual size of a book. So this is easier to maybe take with you and travel with. So it is cut down. The corners are all rounded. I forgot what else I was going to say. Oh, I do have another altered composition book, which is in my shop as well, and that's this one. I might do just a tiny flip through of that at the end as well. All right, so this is a design team project for Gecko Gals, and so I did use their collage sheet entitled Retro Yum. So here's their collage sheet. Isn't that adorable? So adorable. So it has a 1950s vibe and sweets. It has to do with sweets. There's pop and cupcakes and ice cream and all kinds of stuff like that. I did also use a few sheets of this paper pad, which coordinated really well with those. This is by Authentique, and it is called Fabulous, and I found that at Tuesday Morning pretty recently, so those are what I used to make this. My sister has 2 great videos on altering composition books. I did do a few things different from her, and I will be having a tutorial on some of the changes I made, and maybe just a few different things we could do with composition books, and so I will hopefully film that later on today. But for now, we'll just flip through this. So the front is decorated with 3 different types of papers here, and there's paper on the back. This is layered up with muslin and cotton and stitched around, and this is one of the images that from Gecko Gals that I used. I have a bow closure since it was more of a girly type theme. This is a wonderful crinkle ribbon I found at Hobby Lobby, and it's very silky-like. It's not silk, but thin, so that worked out really well for gluing in here. It's just lovely. It's just lovely. I love it. So this style and the pockets and everything I used are very, very similar to what Cyndi did in her video. So I will, but I do have just a few differences. So the front, open it up, and the front has paper on the back and a nice side pocket here. And I have a large tag that goes in there. This is collaged up. There's ribbon and images. This slanted pocket has another pocket on top, and I made a collaged up tag with some fabric here at the top. And this large tag is double-sided paper, and that goes right inside. And I have some seam binding that's up there on that tag. So you'll flip through about 1/3 of the way, and there's a divider. And this divider is decorated with this paper. And I have tabs on the dividers, and this, I found 2 charms. This one has an ice cream cone, so I thought that was pretty, went pretty well with the theme here. And then you go about another 1/3 of the way, and there's another divider with another tab, and this one has a cupcake. So I thought those were cute. Also, so I have a bookmark in here, but it is detachable. And it has a magnetic closure. So I will be making a tutorial on this bookmark as well. Sort of a floating bookmark. And then I put pom-poms on top, so It does stick out at the top, which I thought was fun for this style of journal. And then the back has another one of the angled pockets. It's plain on one side, it's collaged up on the other side with paper. Another large tag with some coordinating paper. It has a fabric tie up there. Another side pocket with another large tag. And the back. So that is this one, and it just closes with this beautiful crinkle ribbon. And the next thing in the set is a junk journal, and it has a button and string closure. It has this butterfly charm, so you just unwrap it, and it has the flap cover, and the journal is attached to the cover. I should show you the cover. So it's decorated with coordinating paper. It has a nice large side pocket here. And I just put some ephemera cards in there. This one is double-sided. Also have an envelope with a button and string closure. And inside is some bead-stained paper. And that just closes up, and that will tuck right in there. So the junk journal part itself is pretty fairly plain. I do have some images glued on here and there and some washi tape, but I'll just run through sort of typical junk journal style with different types of paper. So here's ledger. This is vintage ledger, tea-stained paper. Here is a page from a vintage cookbook, and you do have the entire recipe. The other side also, you also have, so you've got 3 recipes here. You could actually use those. So, and then it folds here, and you can tuck something in there. There's washi tape, image from Gecko Gals, avocado stained paper, tea stained paper. I tied the signature in with pink thread, and here is washi tape, image from Gecko Gals, grid paper. Here's the other side of that baking cookbook sheet, I should say. So you got some old-fashioned recipes in here. I think it's from the 60s, from the artwork on the cover. Here is washi tape, the ledger paper, and then here's the back, and it is also a large side pocket, and I just put some cards in there, some journaling cards. So that is the other thing in the set, and you can do it however you'd like, but I usually go this way and just wrap it 3 times, and then on the second button it's a brad actually, I will loop this around a couple times, and then that will hang down right in the front like that. So that's the second item, and the third item is a little small composition notebook. I always liked these things. I think they're just so cute. So it has decorator paper front and back, and then this is collaged up with a Gecko Gals image and some muslin, and it's got stitching around it. The front inside cover and the back inside cover have decorator paper as well. The inside is plain, and it does have a attached bookmark, so that goes in there like that. So these 3 items are for sale in our Etsy shop. And very quickly, I do have another item in the shop that I did not do a flip through for. And here is a love journal. Would be great. Well, you can think about love anytime, right? But it would be great for somebody who may be getting married and needs to start taking some notes, or somebody's anniversary, or those types of things. And so this has some collaged, there's cheesecloth, there's a die cut, and some images. Here's another image here. And this, hopefully you can see it. It has acetate on that oval shape right there to make it look like a picture frame. And it's also got paper flowers there. It's also got paper on the back. It also has a tie closure, only it's in there with eyelets. and so it's tied around the eyelets, and then it's a double chiffon, I should say just double tie, because there's 2 on each side, and the ribbon says love on it. So you can see that. There we go. And so it just ties in a bow. And so on the inside, more fun and brightly colored papers. But so the front has a bottom pocket instead of the side pocket like the other one, and it has large tags. So if I can get it back in there. This also has an angled pocket and a large tag there, which is double-sided. If this tag is too busy, as far as being able to write on it, you could also put, just glue some paper on it, or glue a different, just a white card or note card or something on it, and you could use it that way. This is just decorated up here. This also has dividers, and the dividers have pockets. So that's double-sided paper there. Little washi tape down here. And you go about another third of the way in, and here's a divider with pocket. That's also got double-sided paper. And then this is the back. So here's our other angled pocket, similar to the other ones that we have made in our shop. And this has a double-sided tag. Just some a cutout there, and then here's the back, inside back cover. So another large pocket with a tag inside of it. So that is a quick flip through of that one as well. This one is in our shop, and let me get these other ones out. These will be in our, this one is already in the Etsy shop. This one will be shortly, so I will put both of these in, all of these in there, and this one's already in there. This comes as a set. So thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate your time, and have a great day. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.